Hey guys, David here from Trinity Health and Performance. Today we're going to talk about the Romanian Deadlift exercise. This is a very popular exercise that's targeted towards developing strength and power in the lower limb, and if it's done safely and properly, it'll be very beneficial for you too. Now I'm stressing the words safely and properly because this is an exercise where the technique can break down very easily if you're not aware of the correct movement patterns that's involved. So first of all, let's just show you what a Romanian deadlift looks like. Okay, so you're standing up tall, feet about hip width apart, and what I'm going to do is shoot my hips backwards, like I'm bowing forward a little bit. My knees are also bending slightly, but most importantly, I'm keeping my tummy nice and tight, my core nice and switched on, and my back is completely straight through there. There's no bend through my lower back at all. Alright, so that's a Romanian deadlift. Coming back up, starting from the top, bending through, coming down, trying to get my torso as parallel to the ground as I can. I'm feeling a strong tension through my hamstrings. My hamstrings are working really hard to maintain this position there. My glutes are also. And I'm going to drive myself back upright using my hamstrings, my glutes. If I'm using weights, I'm going to be holding, say for example, a dumbbell in front of me just like so, and I'm going to do the same thing, shoot my hips backwards, letting the weight go straight up and down, and I'm keeping my core nice and tight, my lower back is completely straight. With the weight as well, you can also squeeze your lats, which are these muscles on either side of you there. So it's going to look like squeeze your shoulder blades together slightly. That's just going to add another element of stability for your core as well. Okay, so you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Maintain that as you shoot your hips backwards and lower the weight towards the ground as low as you can get it, and bring it back up. So that's a Romanian deadlift there for you. Now let's talk about the common faults that can happen. So probably one of the most common mistakes is as you bend forward, instead of bending through your hips, you're bending through your back, okay? Especially with the weight, extra dangerous because you're loading the spine up even more. You're going to be lowering the weight like so. You're putting a lot more stress and a lot more tension in your lower back rather than through your hips. So instead of that, make sure you set your spine, find that neutral spine, and then from there, think about shooting the hips backwards, driving it back, and that helps you maintain the spine to be nice and straight as you go. Okay. Another mistake that can be done is where you do more like a squat movement rather than deadlift movement. So you might see some people doing this, okay, and back up, thinking that this is a deadlift. Now, technically it's not a bad thing to do, but it's just not a deadlift movement. The focus or the contraction of the muscles isn't so much focused on the hamstrings and the glutes at the moment. So you want to make sure you don't confuse the two. So this is more like a squat. This is the deadlift or Romanian deadlift through there. Thanks for watching the video.